Testing, testing. Okay, yep. Mic is on. Let's jump over here and see what is going on. Okay, so we got 2 days until those tariffs are going into place. Let's go ahead and jump over to our. Ooh, did not do that. Okay. All right, so let's jump over to our scan. What is going on over here? Okay. ONCO. Let me go look at what that is. ONCO. ONCO up 50%. Looks like shareholder investigation. Halper Sadi LLC. Now we've seen a couple of these investigations go through. Yesterday, REPL had an or a so-called investigation on it that we looked through. It still went up. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Is this just a one-off for an investigation or what? But let's go look into ONCO. So first of all, let's see. So the last news that was posted on it was July 18th with the investigation. An SEC filing was posted on the 24th, July 24th. Let's see, changes to beneficial ownership. Let me see if there's any offering. So, offering. No offering words in there. Yeah. Okay. The other one that's up here is, what is this one? RL or LRHC. See if it has any news on it. Not seeing it. News from July 24th. This is La Rosa Holdings Corp. Extinguishes majority of outstanding warrants through AI-powered communication bot to streamline recruiting. Okay, let's see where these are from, where these are located. Good morning, good morning. Nothing to see here says Fig IPO today. Let's go look at that as well. Let me put that on watch. Fig, and then we got what are these two over here? Onco and Onco and LRHC. All right, now let's go look through all of these. So first of all, let's jump over to the calendar real quick and see these IPOs. IPOs. Let's go to today. Okay, so it looks like we got Figma Inc. We got Quantum Sphere Acquisition, and then we got B-Car. I don't know about these acquisition companies, but we have SI Shoulder Innovations. What is going to be? So looks like the price for Figma is going to be somewhere in 32, around 32 or 30 to 32 range. Yesterday with the there was one that I watched open up. It was like AQM something. Let me go see. This week. Okay, this one, AQMB. AMBQ. It opened up, it was supposed to open up around 22 to 45. It ended up jumping on up to like 30 something on that MBIC micro. I saw it, but it was pretty much a flat mover during the day after it opened. It was a very quick open, pumped up, and just went flat. But today, I will read into these two, Fig, and first I'll read into Fig and see what's going on over here. All right, Figma Inc. focuses on the entire life cycle of software creation, reflects its ability to rapidly bring new products onto Figma's browser-based platform, and its belief that design spans far beyond a single step or role. It has been fortunate to play a part in and benefit from the growing global movement to elevate design and the craft of building software. The company derives its revenue from sales of subscriptions for access to its platform. Okay, so I will pull up their website. Let me go back over here real quick and just look through these real quick. Make sure there's nothing on these little acquisitions. Nothing. Okay, what about SI? Shoulder Innovations Inc. is a commercial stage medical technology company exclusively focused on transforming the shoulder surgical care. All right, I don't know how hot that's going to be, but Fig sounds like web development with AI. So let's go look at Figma. Think bigger, build faster. Figma helps design and development teams build great products together. All right, so let's see. This is their landing page. Head of design, Diana Mounter. They got a couple of notable names up here: Zoom, Walgreens, Slack, Vodafone, Airbnb, Asana, Coinbase, Dribble, Dropbox. Can I scoot this? Oh no, it's just gonna rotate. Okay, and GitHub. Got quite a bit of names there. All right, so make prototypes of AI, design consistently with auto layout. Okay, so it's it seems like it's gonna be a competitor to maybe like Wix or some other website building apps. Perplexity. Let's go to investor resources, partners, community. Maybe they don't have investors yet, but let's just go to partnerships. Figma partners. Okay, Google Workspace, become a Figma. Oh, I can become a partner. Okay, I see what you're doing. We'll see about that. Let's go over here to signals and see what's spiking up. So let's scroll back a little bit to earlier this morning. Okay, so 3 something a.m. Craig Smart Power is up 14, was up 14% on the, well, I guess it is still up there. CREG, let's see, PAAS. Does this one have some type of news? I'm not seeing any news for it. Nope. Okay, APLD is up 21%. Mike D was telling me about that in the Discord. APLD has earnings or something, but it's up 21%. So if you haven't been holding, yeah. TAL, seeing Tile Education Group announces unaudited financial results. DNA, data, any other of those pretty big movers here. Puke. LRAC, we already looked at that one. WDC, well, we haven't looked at it, but just kind of browsed over it. EDU. Oh, what's this? Something was, oh, Onco, looked at that one. CWVX, up 19%. That one does not look like something out day trade. TIL, BIIB. I'm also looking over here at these session counts. How many times did it spike in pre-market? CBS up 8%. 67 bucks. So Unco, we're seeing that one repeatedly in here. Why mad? J-Star holding up 44%, but no news. Let me see if it has anything else over here. Nope. Nope. Fold. PCG. Wrong. VRME. Okay, we saw that one. That one's up 72%. Let me see if it has any news. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, VRME, 72%. I don't think it had any kind of news or anything. Nope. Okay. What it is up 73, but it's only $1.18. Quad 6%. New poppers coming in here. Let's see. Bitwise, Ethereum up 2%. Okay, so yeah, those are pretty much the spikers. Let me see what else y'all got. You're throwing the truck at Fig. Oh boy. We're gonna see. We are definitely gonna see what's gonna go on that one. The top two that were moving this morning that I saw were Unco and LHRC. Unco already apparently it's something that I've seen before because there are lines up here, but they're not labeled correctly. So something that I've seen in the past. It came up here to 609. Let's look at the float on Unco. Actually, on both of these, LRH. So both of these have floats under $1 million. One is up 13%, one is up 47%, and no news on either one of them. Maybe something will pop off here soon. But I know Uncle had a investigation going on it. Let me see what this investigation is talking about. Okay, so Happer Sadeh LLC, an investor rights law firm, is investigating the following companies for potential violations of the federal securities laws and or breaches in fiduciary duties to shareholders related to Happer Sadeh LLC. Okay, so this one, Unco, did a merger with Okuvex Therapeutics Inc. Upon completion of the proposed transaction, Onconex shareholders will own 10% of the company. If you're Onconex shareholder, click here to learn more about your rights and options. Okay, so yeah, that's happening on Onco, and then on LRHC, La Rosa extinguishes majority of outstanding warrants through exchange agreement. La Rosa, let's see where that's actually from. Onconex. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Onconex, a biotechnology company, focuses on research and development and commercialization of solutions for men's health and oncology in the United States, European Union, and non-European Union. Okay. Looks like they were Blue Water Biotech and changed their name to Onconetics in December 2023. It was founded in 2018. And then the other one, LRHC. La Rosa Holdings Corp, through its subsidiaries, operates primarily in the residential real estate market. So that's real estate. Maybe why it's not getting so many hits there. All right, so let me read some of these chats. Okay. We got nothing to see here. Says Fig 33 IPO price, but it'll probably open twice as much. Placed an order on Fig APLD steel pump. Let's see. Potentially setting me up for the next few months of hitting sitting on my hands. Nice. Okay, so Mike D said you like Bud. Let me go look at Bud here. BUD. Did I type the right thing in? You like Bud. I placed an order for a few. Oh, I put BUID. My bad. Wait, what? What did I just do? Bud. Okay, so let me go to the long-term chart, monthly chart. This is the daily chart, I guess. Let me switch over to monthly. Max month. Okay, so this is Bud. It's been trading since 2009. Went up there to 136. What do they do? It says AB and Bev. AB and Bev. Let me go look at what they do. BUD. Okay. So Bud, July 31st, they had their earnings released, but what do they actually do? Okay, so Amber Bush Bev is the largest brewer in the world and one of the world's top 5 consumer product companies, as measured by EBITDA. The company's portfolio contains 6 of 10 beer brands by volume, according to Euromonitor, and we estimate it distributes 23 brands with retail sales over 1 billion. AB InBev was created by the 2008 merger of Belgium-based InBev and US-based Anheuser-Busch, something like that. The firm holds a 62% economic interest in AmBev and an 87% stake in Budweiser APAC. And in 2016, it acquired Sab Miller. Okay. Open up their site real quick. What? I gotta sign in. Oh, dang, they ain't showing nothing else until I sign in. Okay. Oh, man. What is this? 21st. What? Legal drinking? How old do you have to be in Afghanistan? Gee whiz. Okay, let's go to United States. All right. Boy, I was about to say 1987, you're not legal in Afghanistan to drink? Oh my goodness. All right. Anyway, Ab, InBev, About Us, okay, our leaders, Beer Brew. Let's see what we got. So we got our locations, digital product, beer brewing, our policies and principles. Okay, here's investors. Why invest in ABI? Let's go see what that does. Investor presentation. Budweiser and all of these other ones. We dream big to create a future with more cheers. Ab InBev at a glance, billion dollar brand, $21 billion brands, 28 number one market share positions, share in 7 of 10 largest beer profit pools, 8 out of top 10 global beer brands. We're owners who dream big, focus on superior results, lead by example, attract and develop great people, build brands consumers love, grow with customers, communities, provide. Okay, all right. Diversified footprint provides a unique platform to lead and grow. Okay, North America, Middle Americas, South America. So they're all over the map there. It's like the majority of it is in Middle Americas and South America. Clear, simple strategy, optimize their business, lead and grow category, digitize. All right. Um, Toolkits to drive profitable growth. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of this, but you can go out to the site if you need to. Let me see. Reports, investor contacts, event center, upcoming events. So they report on today. Reports 2025 and HY results released at 1 a.m. New York time, EDT time. Earnings call 9 a.m. EDT time. So I don't know when that call is. Maybe that's around the open sometimes, I guess. But okay. Okay. So seems like a pretty big company with some pretty big strings attached. For sure. Let's go. Did we look at the daily chart or did we look at this monthly chart? Maybe we did. I don't know. Yeah, we did. We did. Okay. So went down there to 32, has been trading around 32. Where's the price now? 30 prices at 59 right now. Just trading in this range between like 44 up to 78 or so. Okay. Let me catch up on the chat. Okay, Fig, throwing truck. Bud, I'm assuming Bud, yes, small dividend. Oh, they're a dividend stock? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's pull up divvies. Dividends. BUD. Okay, so view all payout history. They've been paying the dividends, looks like since 2010, 49 cents. And this one is 66, so 49 cents. Then calendar year payout, qualified. Okay, so they started off annually, paying out 49, a dollar something. Then they went to semi-annually, paying out. This payout amount was $1.99 in 2014, $1.24, dollar or $2.24 semi-annually, and then they went back up to annually. So let's go over and see what they can tell us about Bud. Where is the AI? Tell me about that Bud. Tell me about Bud. Okay, and let me catch up with this while it's doing all that. So let's see. You like IPA? Nice. I had a huge prime rib at Laurie's for dinner. Bud has a market cap of 119 billion. Yes, it does. Yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah, I don't drink at all. Actually, I drink like, you know, all natural, you know. I'm out here. I never really, ran a lot of the stuff that I did in my life just didn't require drinking. So, you know, definitely not a big alcoholic. But yeah, I do know what Budweiser is. All right, jumping over here to what it's talking about. Absolutely great choice digging into whatever this is. It's a global powerhouse in the beverage industry. It's the world's largest brewer. Okay, we already know that. Net profits. So Q2 2025, 1.68 billion. All right. Net profit, net profit. Okay, so 2024, so it's went up about point 2 something billion. So it's a plus 14% change year over year. I mean, apparently somebody's drinking it. I don't know. Somebody's doing something because they're making some money somewhere. Uh, Adjusted net profit, organic operating profit, organic revenue growth, reported revenue. Let's see, Q4 or Q2 2024, 15.33 billion. So it says reported is this negative 2%, but adjusted net profits is plus 8 and plus 14%. Despite declining sales volumes for the ninth conservative quarter, AB InBev delivered higher profits mainly through pricing power and cost discipline. Currency fluctuations impacted reported revenue, but organic growth remains positive. The company expects EBITDA growth in 2025 to be in line with its medium-term guidance of 4 to 8%. Key stats, let's see, market cap is 119 billion, PE ratio 19.7, EPS. So I'm guessing that's estimated price per share or something like that per share. 3.38. Dividend yield is approximately 1.7%, and shares outstanding is 1.8 billion. Business segment strategy operates across North America, Middle America, South America, and global export. All right. Takeaway, AB InBev is a classic example of a mature global consumer staple. Resilient cash flow, strong brands, but facing structural challenges in beer consumption trends. Investors typically look at Bud for stability and modest growth rather than explosive returns. Okay. Curious to go deeper. Let's see. What are the main risks facing AB and InBev over the next year? How does Bud compare to other global beverage giants like Heineken and Diageo? I don't know. Can you break down AB InBev's dividend history and payout trends? Okay. I don't know. If y'all want me to click into that, let me know. I don't know which one of those. I'll just click on all of them, I guess. So to what are the main risk? All right. Hmm. Okay, while it's doing all that, let me look back over here to the chats here. Maybe I like Blue Label. Excellent question. Evaluating risk is key for any investments, especially with a global player like Bud. Let's break down the main risk facing. Okay, so debt to equity ratio in 2024 was 0.992. Debt to equity ratio was 0.96, and then in 624 it was 1.0. Debt to asset ratio and interest coverage ratio, all of these ratios. Let's look at the insights. Leverage and debt to ratio or debt risk. That's not giving me anything. That's giving me the same thing I read up there. Why it matters. So higher leverage means higher interest obligations and less flexibility if rates rise or cash flows weaken. Liquidity constraints. The current ratio is below 1, indicating that the short-term assets do not fully cover short-term liabilities. This could pressure Bud's ability to meet near-term obligations, especially if there's a shock to sales or supply chains. Why it matters, let's see. So wait, number 3, interest coverage improvements. So the interest coverage ratio has improved to above 4 times or 4x in recent quarters. Why it matters, while still manageable, any decline in earnings or increase in rates could make debt servicing more challenging. Number 4, consumer demand shifts. So Bud continues to face declining sales volumes driven by changing consumer preferences among younger drinkers. Yep. And competition from spirits and non-alcoholic beverages. Why it matters, volume decline can erode market share and pressure margins even if pricing power remains. Number 5, currency and emergency market exposure. With significant operations in Latin America, Africa, and Asia, Bud is exposed to currency volatility and political economic instability. Why it matters, the currency swings can impact reported earnings and cash flows, while emerging market risk can disrupt operations. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's people. Yeah, I don't know. People are kind of fading away. Fading away. They're doing the Kobe fade away a little bit. I don't know. But let me see what's in the chat. Okay, so you like their Clydesdales in the commercials. Got you, Clydesdales. I almost broke my brain. It was like Clydesdales. Okay. All right, so let's jump back over here to signals and see what's popping up. So last time, what was it? 620. We saw BRME. This one down here. Unco there again, but going down. Okay, so LLYX, nope. 2x loan, CWVX. I don't know what that is. Let me look into that. CWVX. Okay, word. Pineapple Financial, PAPL, up 48%, 47%. PAPL. I'm just going through these before I switch over to the chart. Let me see. SNGX is up 28%, but it's a cheaper one. Looks like it does have some type of, it says biological efficacy demonstrated in phase 2 trial for the treatment of Bassett's disease. All right. Okay, so let's jump over here to the charts and go through some of these. So we looked at Onco, which is filing on down. LH or LRHC going on down. So not too interested in those two. PAPL. Actually, I do need to notate what's the issue with LH or LRHC. What is wrong with those and Onco? Why wouldn't I trade those? All right, PAPL. Looking like it went up here, 325 up here to a high of 506. Not exactly seeing any news there. Then CW. Oh man, this thing has no volume. Okay. Not worried about that. But PAPL definitely getting some trading. It has an ATR high here. Looks like it got through it, came back, and now it's using it as like a little, this is a whole dollar level. Let's look into PAPL. I think it had news like earlier, maybe. Earlier in the month. All right, so last time, yeah, July 17th, Pineapple Financial announces relisting on NYSE on the 17th. They did a public offering for 1.5 million on May 5th. Let's go look at your daily chart. Okay, daily chart. So was this the 17th? No, that's November 2023. Where's the 17th? Oh, this is still the monthly. Okay, let me go to the daily. Okay, daily. So this month on the 17th was somewhere in here. Did this pop up and definitely looks like a really nasty daily chart here. It is trading around 406 right now, but we've seen these before. They kind of, make unexpected moves. They really do. The float on this one is key data. Float is under 1 million, looks like. It does not have any other short float or anything else reported here yet. If I go to short interest, let's see what it'll show me. Short interest 1%. This was reported on 509, so they haven't really done any really recent reports on their short percentage. Okay. Has 1 million shares traded on it, but it still got some overhead from these other ones that are still up with more volume, but it is coming on up the list. ATR from yesterday on PAPL says it's $1.10 that it moves on average. This morning, though, I don't know what it is because it hasn't popped on any kind of scans. So, but up 33%. Let's look over here on the daily chart once again and see. I mean, are there any obvious levels here? I mean, it's got the 2 down here, 3. Body of this candle is up here to 595-ish. So it hit 506 was the high today. So right around the bottom of this candle. But I mean, I really don't see anything else that's like super obvious sticking out. It's just playing around the ATR high right now. Got through it a little bit, came back up. Let's go look at the 15-minute. Big old top and tail wicks. So I think I'm going to be patient on today. Top and tail wicks starting off the day. And it doesn't have any kind of news on today, so. And it doesn't have any continuation news, looks like. Let me look at SEC filings. They did a SEC filing on July 21st. It says it changed the beneficial ownership. So that's not super hot news. I mean, they did a bunch of changing of beneficial ownership. Let me jump back over here to the signals and let me check the check chat. So you got filled on 2 shares of Bud at 59.77. Nice. You slowly building up that portfolio, that position. So are you gonna possibly play options on Bud? Does it have options, or is it not volatile enough for options plays for you? Okay, so looking over here, it is 640 right now. So let's see what's on the spike list. TATL of 10%, TAL education. AVPT, DSP, iShares. PBM is up 23%. They look like they have a little bit of news here. So it says I think that's Science Biomeds strategic collaboration. Strategic collaboration with Sci Labs yields breakthrough in high purity, whatever that is. Let's go look at that. Okay, so high purity, what is that used for? The high purity extract met all microbial safety standards for food grade consumption. What does it do? This groundbreaking moment for our entire team on the ground who have put countless hours and effort into ensuring our naturally derived sustainable input materials are extracted with the same caution, mindfulness, and care, all covering the GMP manufacturing processes. What is this? What? State of the art facility. What do y'all do? What is this? What is this thing? Ibogaine, high purity ibogaine. So what is this? Okay, so ibogaine, alkaloid derived from plants such as this timber, mathy. Oh my gosh, must be in Africa. Gotta be. See, ibogaine treatment. Treatment for addiction. What kind of addiction? So, ibogaine is a psychedelic compound that may help reduce withdrawal symptoms and cravings for some drugs. Mm. How much does it cost? Oh my, what? Oh, okay. So a typical cost of ibogaine treatment is 6,000 to 12,000. Treatment generally lasts 7 to 14 days and includes the cost of pre-treatment preparation and detox. Okay. What all is ibogaine used for other than treatments? Most of it's just saying substance abuse disorders or substance use disorders. Hmm. It's a powerful psychedelic. Dissociative, okay, it's used to disrupt. It is hard to describe the experience in words, but some describe it as oh my goodness, a spiritual awakening. Okay, so ibogaine can spiritually awaken you. People who have taken ibogaine generally describe that they feel like their brain was reset. Okay, so if you're about that reset life, ibogaine, they got treatments out there for $6,000 to $12,000. Over the course of 7 to 14 days, you can get your brain reset. So that's what that one's talking about. Interesting. Let's look at any other poppers. Word. Okay, SC and GX is up 66%, but it's only got one ping in this session. AVPT. Okay. All right, back over here to PAL or PAPL. No options. Seems like a good price. No options. Need 100 shares to sell a call. Oh, okay. So you build your position up to 100, and then sell calls against, or would it be against it? Sell calls. So that means you want to stay within a specific range, I believe. Because if you're buying a call, you want to leave that area and go somewhere else. But if you're selling a call, you want to stay under a specific price range. Oh, let's see. So PAPL not able to hold up that $4 level there. Go back over. So LRHC went on down to only 9% up. Unco made its way down as well. PBM, the one that we were just looking at for the Lysodin or whatever, PMB. Is that right? PBM. This one came from, and this is the psychedelic one that, let me make sure this is the same one. Sense, yeah. Looks like it has released news 10 minutes ago now on a collaboration for that. Let's see, what is this? GL. Oh, no, you're too small. It just hit my scans too. PBM just hit the scans. Has news on today. Has an ATR. Let's go back and look at ATR of 144 now that it's up here. Relative volume of 5. Press releases. Okay. So, interesting. We'll see how that does. Reset brains and people are interested in it. It's up 50% right now. Let's go over here and look back at its daily chart. Daily chart looks like it has a couple, because I know it probably wasn't at $2,000. It has a couple of reverse splits on the chart. Let's see. So it closed yesterday at 540 after a dump, right? And now it's popped back up here to $8, $8.73 on this news. Has a high up here. Let's go high right there at 12. Previous levels out here. I mean, it traded around, what is it, 768, 697. Oh, I need to name these. Okay, I always do that. Okay, possible daily level. Remove that. Duplicate. We got one right there. Duplicate. We got over here at the 12. Let's zoom back and see if we see any other points that could prove useful. Not a whole lot, for sure. Let me go look at how many reverse splits that this thing has pulled off. It's pushing on up to $9 though. Let's see where we at. Convincing the AI. How many reverse splits has PBM completed? Has 1 million shares traded. How many reverse splits has PBM performed? Well, I did not put reverse split. Maybe it'll guess. Maybe it'll guess and be like, oh, you mean reverse splits? Classic. Okay, yeah, it didn't get it. All right. All right, based on the latest available data, there's no clear validated record. Wait, what is P? All right, let me get the actual name of this thing. It is called Physense Biomedical. It's going towards $10 right now. So Physense or Science. Is that right? PSYNC, Biomedical. All right, almost to $10 now. Here on the 15-minute, we will look at the chart real quick. Definitely making moves out here on the 15 minutes. 1 minute. Has it done any pullbacks? So it did a slight one down here at 740. And 740, whatever. Come on. Still thinking about this answer over here. Up 81% now. Boy, this thing's taking a long time. What's going on? Let me refresh this. Oh, there you go. It just popped through. Okay, so as of July 31st, 2025, there's no publicly available evidence for major financial news sources or company findings confirming that it has performed any reverse stock splits. Neither Bloomberg nor other reputable outlets mention reverse stock splits. Okay. Okay. So no reverse stock splits. Do they have any pending lawsuits? Pending lawsuits. Or offerings. Lawsuits or offerings. As of July 31st, it says there's no publicly available evidence for major. This is the same. Wait. Okay, so this absence of reported legal issues can be a positive sign for investors. Okay. What about do they have any offering? Any past offerings? I guess I should have put public offerings. But it is continue to push up here. 990. We'll look on the daily chart and see where it's actually. Well, it just broke a 10 a little bit. All right, after reviewing, okay. No recent filings, nothing. Okay, so it's got nothing. It's got none of that. So on the daily chart, let's go to scans. Not scans. On the daily chart, these are the levels back here: 771, 697. That maybe it can pull back to, which are on the other chart as well. But beyond that, I don't know what will be the next obvious spot. It's got this little top here, 11, like 11/17s. Let me remove that, duplicate this. But it's not super, that's the only thing. It's not super obvious. Like everybody's not gonna see this as a point there. Let me see where it aligns with today. Nah, that doesn't look right. This one right here, nah. Okay, here's what it is, but it is definitely up on the scan, up making moves. Moved from 697 on up there. Has room back towards that 732. So it's already outran LRHC and it's still holding 77%. But this is a reset drug that they got over here for pre-market high 1018. Relative volume is now 37 times its norm. Good morning, Donnell. Watching PBM trade around. Starting to show. Let's go look at the 15-minute. Where are these points of control? Point of control on the 15-minute is down here at 787 or at 784 right now on the 15. On the 5-minute, we have point of control all the way up here at 923. 1 minute, 771. Okay. We have to see, man. Only obvious levels was all the way down here at 7 something. I think I'm gonna have to be more patient with it. You know, I've seen a couple of times where I have the obvious levels, but I don't wait for them. You know, it'll dip kind of close, and I'm like, go ahead and get it. And then later on in the day, it actually hits that level, consolidates, and then moves up. I'm like, then I have to sit through the pain of it actually hitting the obvious level. So I'm gonna wait for it to return down here and see if it starts to become some type of trend upwards. But it's gonna have to hold up this zone here between 771 and 697. What was the ATR from yesterday? Let's see. ATR on yesterday was $1.29, so it has some pretty good movement. The last couple of days, a dollar something. The last time it was under a dollar was on July 22nd. So I'm just gonna wait. Up 67% news on the day. Making a lower low here on the 1 minute. Let's look at the 5-minute. 5-minute, trying to get to. All right, so on the 5-minute, this is what we're looking at. Face a little bit of trouble up here right at that $10 level. Looks like a full engulfing candle on the 5-minute, almost like an inch away, but I mean, it's basically there. Yeah. 30 seconds. Let's see if it, wow, it's continuing down. $15 seconds. Can it, does it still want to go down a little bit? Got room down here to the 771s. I really want to see some trading around these levels. I'm pretty sure sellers or bag holders want to get on out a little bit. Oh boy. So I'll be watching this one during the day to see what it wants to do. I mean, if it drops all the way back down here under this level, maybe it'll still be able to recover, but new buyers will have to come in. It's got a lot of interest though. 58 times the relative volume. It's got a lot of interest though. But I'm gonna wait for this zone down here this time. And even if it does, you know, do a little higher high, I mean, it's got a lot of work to do to get all the way back up there to 10 something. So I'm gonna see if it's any accumulation down here and maybe even down here to 670s and start to hold this 7. There's a little pop up, but look how much work it's got to do here on the 5-minute. That's a long way. It is a long way. Point of control on the 1 minute is up here at 949. It just came down and tapped the point of control down here, 821. And then trading around the point of control. So yeah, I want to see some selling here, especially from the open. It has unconfirmed earnings. No, this is the wrong one. PBM, unconfirmed earnings, sometime around the August 12th is when it'll be doing its earnings. Let me read this news because a lot of times, you know, I read some of it, but let me just read in here and see exactly you know, why or why I wouldn't. Let's build a thesis. All right. So Science Biomedical, the company is pleased to announce that its strategic partner, Sci Labs, a leader in the production of purified psychedelic compounds, has successfully produced a GMP-aligned ibogaine total alkaloid extract. The high purity extract met all microbial safety standards for food grade consumption. Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. This continues to push the boundaries of pharmaceutical innovation. That's from the CEO. I know he's going to be hyping it up. Let's see. So, Scilab's extraction division is currently expanding its chemistry production area to ensure it's consistently meets the growing demand for ibogaine HCl, or psilocybin isolate, and other 90% purity SKUs derived from both iboga and mushrooms. Okay. Let's see, anything else forward looking? Okay, so let's go back to the next previous news update. All right, so this is June announces update, announces an offering of up to Toronto Science Group. Where is this based out of? I didn't even look. PBM. So let's see. Company's lead product, blah, 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 clinical trial. Okay, this is out of Canada, Toronto, Canada. Operates as a subsidiary of Science Group, Inc. Healthcare, biotech, full-time employees 12. Right. So this is a Canadian stock. What else can we learn about it? It is a psychedelic drug. Well, its main Canadian stock with psychedelic drug. Private placement offering June 18th. The company intends to use the net proceeds of the offering. When is this offering supposed? Did it already close? Okay, so the offering is expected to close on June 25th. Okay, so yeah, it's closed. Offering close, or previous offering closed at previous offering closed June 25th, 2025. Let's see, Strengthen Scientific. Now it's just closing. Okay, yeah. And it's not like they were trying to make a whole lot. They're just 2 million. So a lot of these companies, they be trying to make like 200 million in an offering, 500 million. I'm like, bro, you taking all this money out the market selling on people. 2 million ain't bad. All right. Let's see. Enters into a 25 million common stock purchase agreement. Okay, let's go over here to the SEC filings. Benefit plans. Okay. That's cool. All right, so let me put that note out there. Canadian stock. Previous offering closed on June 25th. Mike D says PayPal is moving. I know they had earnings coming. Actually, let me look at the calendar. What's today their earnings day? Let's see, earnings. Dino. Let's see, is PayPal in here? Let's go for this week. PayPal earnings came out on the 29th before market open. PayPal reports second quarter. PayPal drives crypto payments into mainstream, reducing costs and expanding global commerce. Yeah, PayPal is making moves, man. I always like PayPal. PayPal and its spinoff Venmo. Definitely more secure than some of the newer things, Cash App and what else? Chime and Zelle and some of these other ones. I always like PayPal. Been using PayPal for a long time. Long time. Let's jump back over here. Delete this. Okay, let's just look at this today. What earnings are coming out today? Dino before market open. What about after market? After market close, we got Vale, VALE. Wow, that thing's still going down. I had some of this at one point. I had swung it, but I took my profit on it. It's still coming down. That is good. I'll get a lower buy. Paramount. So all of these are after close. Riots. Uh-oh. Riots after the close. We'll see what all the crypto wants to do behind that. Euro Copper. Let's see, Cousins. Clorox is aftermarket. Northern Oil and Gas. Don't know what that's going to end up doing. Rocket companies. Bloom Energy. Apple is aftermarket close today. Reddit. Looking for any like really notable names here. PG&E, where is your price at now? 14 bucks. That's that California stock that went down because of the fires. Roblox. I just see Roblox. After no, before. Okay, so now I'm back to before. Okay, so I went too far down. Okay, let's jump back over to the signals. PBM throwing up another little try for highs. These big wicks are something serious. It's doing a lot of movement during pre-market here. But what will sellers want to do? Got a high here at 1016. But the obvious levels, I'm still gonna wait for those. Getting trading above this point of control, 880. Did a little fake out, and then finally went. But how far is it gonna go? And will it come back down through this 880 on this lower high? Are there any speakers today? Let me see. Today is the 31st, last day of the month. No speakers. Publication date. So finance companies. No speakers that I'm seeing today. Let's look at new spikes that are coming up. Let's see. So cool. He's creating some type of lower high here, maybe, or maybe it wants to continue through this 965. Got the 5 minute. 5 minute creating that lower high. I mean, it's still got some work to do if it wants to, 994 up there. Definitely got a little bit of work. Threw a little wick up there. 982s and then short solid and they got active. Now the point of control is right here at 950s. 950s. Still trading within this previous wick. So for Unco, I'm going to add this note for the shareholder investigation. That's all I really need to see on Unco. Got a little investigation going on, and it is definitely dying on out. Shareholder investigation. Yeah. So these candles, this one went from 854 up here to 897. I'm still thinking it's got some room to go down. Anyway, I'm gonna definitely be keeping this one on watch. It's one of the more interesting ones with the whole brain reset thing. Maybe it can fix some problems for, I don't know what kind of substance abuse. Maybe, I mean, it's so many things you can get addicted to, but people are fine, and it's made out of mushrooms and some kind of ibo, whatever. So people are definitely tripping off. And it is a psychedelic, so it actually affects your brain as well, but it tries to reverse effects or damages done by other substances. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm about to get on to the office and all that, prepare to leave, and I'm gonna keep this one on watch. Got my levels out here that I really wanted to come down to. If it's going to start some type of uptrend, kind of consolidate and get some buying around here, and then try to go for 10 again. But I don't know. Maybe I won't ride it all the way to 10. Maybe I'll just see if it can escape this level over 771s. This 697 is kind of a little bit of weakness there, but if it can continue to hold these 770s, this is what a 770 down to 690. That's still too much to be losing on. May have to just owl in there slowly, but I don't know. We'll see. Forming these wicks. Hopefully a holes here comes down during the open and pops back up. But the ATR and all this other stuff is definitely looking interesting with this much volume, this much relative volume, 88 times, and then it's got 7 million shares traded with an ATR of $1.53, and it moves $1 and something every day. So, or it's been doing that since the July 22nd. Has no reverse splits. Offerings closed. Let me add that to that. No reverse splits. That means that it's not super diluted. Although I thought it was when I looked at the daily chart. I saw 2,000 up there. I'm like, how to get up there without any reverse splits? But here's what it is. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Keep PBM on the watch. If I see anything else pop off, I will alert you guys in the Discord, but I'll probably have to get to my office before that because Benzing, I don't have it on my phone. I have it on my computer. So once I get my computer up, I'll be able to see what's going on. But yeah, just waiting for it to reach these levels down here and make some plays. But for now, I'm gonna let it chop around, chop everybody out. I really want to see that open if people really hard sell this off or if they want to buy it back up towards the 9-10 level. Maybe it'll be a halter on the day. I don't know. Has news on today. Came out at 6:30 a.m. So we'll see. It's only up 60%. Maybe it'll be a grinder up, but I'm definitely gonna give it time for new buyers to come in and start an actual trend. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to jump on down. Appreciate y'all once again, and I will see you I'll see y'all on the stream tomorrow morning for pre-market. And that's it. Y'all be safe. You're going to continue to trade. Keep your head on a swivel. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's go with that one.